Today I'm going to show a third grade lesson about Matisse, and we are making a background for a room for our fish bowls to sit in. To get started, my students have a 12 by 18 inch piece of paper, and we've got it going the portrait way. And so we've got a ruler and a pencil, and since it's about 12 inches long, the paper, I'm going to make a mark with my ruler at 6 inches. And then I am going to turn the ruler vertical, line it up with that mark, and use the top of my paper to help make sure my ruler is straight. So if my ruler is like this, I know that that's not straight. So I'm going to turn it, make sure it's straight, and then I'm just going to draw a line all the way down to the bottom of the ruler. And when I get to the bottom of the ruler, I'm going to stop. And I'm going to take my ruler now and line it up with the bottom of my line and the corner of the paper. And I'm going to pull the pencil there and make a line. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Line it up right with that point and go off the corner of the paper. And now we'll have the floor and two of his walls for the background we're going to be painting. I have gone over mine with a Sharpie so that we can see in the video. Your students can do that as well if they would like to, or if you'd like them to. And next what we're going to do is we're going to paint the background with temper cakes. So I'm going to dip in the water, swipe the paintbrush on the side so I'm not tapping it, it's not getting all over everything. Swiping it on the side, then I choose a color and I run the brush, like tickle it around in a circle, around in the space that I want, the color, and then I can get a little bit more water, dip, swipe, swipe, tickle on that paint color that I want. And I'm going to go ahead and paint this section of the room one color, and then I might choose another color for the floor and another color for the other wall. So this one's going to be green. Now I'm going to get the brush wet again. Swish, swish, swipe, swipe. Now, a lot of times when I'm using temper cakes, my students come up and they say they don't have any blue. They're all out of blue. But as you can see, there's plenty of blue in here. This is enough. Once it's all the way empty, then you can come and let me know. But this is plenty of blue to use. So I swipe on there. And then I'll go ahead and paint the third section another color of my choice. Next, what we are going to do is add some patterns to our background because that is our focus this trimester. And I am going to set up color stations with a bunch of tools for my students so that they can work on different patterns. So one of the things I have at the stations is a wooden block. And so the students could do a checker pattern. They can dip in the purple paint, press and lift, 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 press and lift. And I did all that with one dip of paint. So they could keep going. And since I know that with the first it had a little bit too much, I could go over here kind of in that empty space. And then I can continue my pattern, pressing and lifting, making checkers on that wall. Other things that I have are marker caps and glue sticks for making dots. So I might switch over to a different table and use a different color like red. Dip the glue stick right inside and again press and lift. Press and lift. Press and lift. Press and lift. Press and lift, and I can do a polka dotted pattern. Now if I'd like little polka dots on the inside of there, I do have some Q-tips that the students can use. Dip, press and lift, press and lift, press and lift, press and lift, press and lift. So they can make a polka dotted pattern on their wall. And I have also cut some line tools. And the line tools are just cardboard or book board that you can cut to different sizes. And they can do vertical stripes, horizontal stripes, zigzags, a lot of different things with those. So I'm going to demonstrate that, and I'll do that down here on the floor. So I'm going to dip the cardboard right inside of the paint, lift it up, and then I can press and lift, press and lift, and I'm going to match that up so that it makes it all the way across here. Press and lift, taking another dip of paint, press and lift, press and lift, press and lift. So now I have a line pattern on the floor. And I'm also going to turn the tool. And now I have like a checker pattern on the floor. This is a third grade lesson on how to make a pattern background.